Lebanon is facing a critical juncture. Decades of political instability, corruption and economic mismanagement have pushed the nation to the brink. The Lebanese people are grappling with a multitude of challenges, including a currency collapse, hyperinflation, and widespread shortages of essential goods. The COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated these issues, further straining the country's already fragile infrastructure. The United Nations has long been involved in Lebanon, providing humanitarian assistance and supporting the country's development efforts. However, the UN's role has become increasingly crucial in recent years as Lebanon navigates this treacherous period. The international community is deeply concerned about the deteriorating situation and its potential ramifications for regional stability. The Lebanese people have shown remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. However, their patience is wearing thin as they struggle to cope with the daily realities of this crisis. The international community must act swiftly and decisively to support Lebanon and prevent a further descent into chaos. While Lebanon and Gaza may seem like disparate entities on the surface, a closer examination reveals striking similarities in their plight. Both are grappling with severe economic hardship, political instability, and the devastating consequences of protracted conflict. The parallels between these two entities are undeniable, raising concerns about Lebanon's potential to follow in Gaza's footsteps. Lebanon's economic woes are reminiscent of Gaza's crippling economic blockade. Both entities face soaring unemployment rates, rampant poverty, and a lack of basic necessities. The collapse of Lebanon's currency mirrors the dire economic situation in Gaza, where access to essential goods and services is severely restricted. The comparison between Lebanon and Gaza serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict and instability. It underscores the need for proactive measures to address the root causes of these crises and prevent further suffering.
Section 5. The Global Ripple Effect, a World on Edge. The potential for Lebanon to become another Gaza has far-reaching implications that extend beyond the Middle East. The global community is increasingly interconnected, and crises in one part of the world can quickly escalate into global concerns. Lebanon's instability could have a ripple effect, destabilizing the region and creating new challenges for the international community. Lebanon's strategic location at the crossroads of the Middle East makes it a focal point for regional tensions. Any escalation of the crisis in Lebanon could spill over into neighboring countries, further destabilizing an already volatile region. The potential for renewed conflict and displacement is a grave concern that demands international attention. The international community cannot afford to ignore the crisis in Lebanon. The potential consequences of inaction are too dire to contemplate. A concerted and coordinated effort is required to address the root causes of this crisis and prevent a further deterioration of the situation.
Section 6. Gaza, a stark reminder of unresolved conflict. To fully grasp the gravity of the UN chief's warning, it is crucial to understand the context of Gaza's situation. The Gaza Strip, a densely populated Palestinian territory, has endured decades of conflict, occupation, and humanitarian crisis. The ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict has had a devastating impact on Gaza, leaving its population trapped in a cycle of poverty, violence, and despair. Gaza's economy has been decimated by years of blockade and conflict, leaving its population largely dependent on humanitarian aid. The lack of access to basic necessities such as clean water, electricity, and healthcare has created a dire humanitarian situation. The international community has repeatedly called for an end to the blockade and a just resolution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, but a lasting solution remains elusive. Gaza serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of unresolved conflict and the devastating consequences of inaction. The international community must learn from the mistakes of the past and work towards a just and sustainable peace for both Israelis and Palestinians. Section 9. A call to action: hope amidst the ruins. The UN chief's warning about Lebanon becoming another Gaza should serve as a wake-up call for the international community. It is a stark reminder that the world cannot afford to ignore the plight of those suffering from conflict, poverty, and instability. The time for action is now. The Lebanese people deserve a brighter future, free from the spectre of conflict and despair. The international community has a moral obligation to support them in their time of need and to work towards a just and lasting peace in the region. The path ahead will be challenging, but it is not insurmountable. By working together, the international community can help Lebanon overcome its current crisis and build a more peaceful and prosperous future for all its citizens.